Are live.
We are live. Welcome everyone to Unboxing Art Show episode 19, coming to you from a very warm San Francisco, California. Very special episode tonight, special because it's our biggest episode yet. If you watch this show and you follow us, you know I try to keep these generally to about hour and a half, and I've usually pretty successful, give or take. Well, throw that out the window for this episode because we've got 14 boxes to open up. We've got a ton of fantastic prizes, and this is gonna be one of those Friday evenings you're gonna remember for a while. Very eventful show, I predict. So thank you all for spending your Friday evening with us. Let's see, who have we got in the chat? We got Flo Dameron, we got Taku Nav, Marcus Way, Victor Bracamontes, Mike, just Mike, Matt Todd, Absurd 13, Don Bargenda, Reba J from Australia, Grant Riddle, Doug Pfluger, Pfluger means plowman in German, Adil Alamon, Mike Sitchy, JKZA, who is Jason Kim, and Jason is in our live studio audience tonight, a live studio audience of one. Jason lives in the city, came to hang out as he's done before, because we're all going to grab a bite to eat after this. We got Pat L, Jason Wood of 11 O'Clock Comics podcast fame, Sarah Louver, Ron Lim, the Ron Lim, Stacy DeLong, Casey Andre, Grant Riddle, Jeffrey Allen Love. Wow, Jeffrey Allen Love in the house. That might prove to be important. Bill Johnson, TC Shen, DC Patrol, Jackson Pollock. Scott Wingo says, congrats on the DWJ 100% sell. Thanks so much, Scott. And we are actually 100% sold out, not just of the art today, but of all the Duo Powerbomb art we've gotten so far, and of every single DWJ piece we've ever had on the site, almost 2,000, just incredible, continuing the streak today. Michael Patrick Sullivan, Amanda Lowe, Richard Franklin, Keith Becker, Samantha Dreith, Jay Mack, Rorschach 3000, Yo Curry, Paolo Barbosa. If I missed anything, if I missed anyone, thank you all for coming. And you know how this goes. We have 14 boxes of art from our artists. It's been 2 months since we did our last show. We've spent like 6 straight weeks on the road for various reasons, mostly shows. So it's been a while since we had a chance to do this. The art's been piling up. I've been super disciplined about not opening it up, saving it for an unboxing show, and here we are. We also have some surprises and art from my personal collection that I will be showing you for the first time. And guess what? That I will be seeing with my own eyes for the first time too. And yeah, 14 boxes also means 14 cool prizes. Let's start off with our first prize. And Scott Wingo mentioned our 100% sellout of Duo Powerbomb issues 2 and 3 today. Daniel Warren Johnson's latest book, following Extremity, Murder Falcon, Wonder Woman Dead Earth, Beta Ray Bill. The latest is Duo Powerbomb. So this will be our first prize. The Duo Powerbomb sticker set. You get all 3 stickers that you normally could only get at shows, or I believe from his own personal site. But you're going to get them for free tonight if you correctly guess our first box. So Adil Alamos says, give a thumbs up on the video, everyone. Thank you, Adil. Yes, please, everyone. Hit that thumbs up button. It doesn't cost you anything. Watching this costs you nothing, but it apparently helps the show. I have to say, it does amuse me that there are tons of people watching and we don't get the corresponding number of thumbs up when all it takes is a click. I don't get it, but anyway, those who do bother to click, thank you very much. Let's go with our first box. Jeez. There we go. Yeah, I'll just give you a little bit of a background, guys. I freaking cracked a couple ribs, so I'm moving a little slow. Those of you who are waiting on art to be shipped, thank you for your patience. As I said, I've spent 6 weeks on the road. I am now back. We're getting through our backlog. You know I ship as fast as I can, but a couple of busted ribs is slowing me down. But Marcus asked earlier in the chat, you know, am I home this weekend for the holiday weekend? I am, and guess what I'm doing? I'm packing art. All right, so our first box is going to be a FedEx box, and actually I noticed first time opened for U.S. Customs and Border Protection. I didn't realize this was open before. That's how closely I looked at this box. I hope everything is in here. That's not cool. Not happy about that. This is the front of the box. So what that means is this is a package that came internationally. What are our guesses? Let's see. The guesses have come in. We got Scott. We guess Jeffrey Allen Love. Jeffrey Allen Love lives actually in your state, Scott. Grant Riddle says Bergara, DWJ, Darrington, Nick Klein, Geeks and Drinks. You got it. It is Nick Klein. Marcus guessed Trey Lance. No, it's not Trey Lance. Rossmo, JAL again. Huddleston, Dragata. A lot of guesses. Andrade, Munian, McLean, Chang. Nope. Bilquist, Sanford. All good. The ones that are international are good guesses. Absurd 13 came in with a Klein, but no, it was Geeks and Drinks was first. And Geeks and Drinks, you identify yourself, send me an email so I know who you are. You're going to get the sticker set. I'm going to need your address. And wherever you live in the world, it doesn't matter. I'll send you your prize. Okay, let's, it is indeed fine. Let's hope Border Patrol didn't take too many liberties with this package. We're about to find out. Did you guys miss seeing my my trusty Spyderco knife? Ooh, what's all this? What's all this? It's a whole lot of comics. A whole lot of comics in this package. And they're all signed by Nick. As you know, we do giveaways, not just on unboxing, but in general, we'll do giveaways to our loyal newsletter subscribers. Let's take a look at those comics real quick. And I think some, yeah, this is a variant cover. Some of these are pretty rare variants. I think this was the regular cover. Cool. They're all signed. They're all signed. Did you sign this? Oh, there, right there. He signed it. Cool. So cool. Wow, we got a lot of comics to give away. These are all his comps. He signed them. And we will be giving them away. This is a second printing. This is, I gotta look this one up. This is issue 20. Can't remember if that was one of the issues that sold complete, but whoever got this page, you got cover out of it too. That's the awesome thing about the Thor run, is that it's one of their biggest selling titles, and it sells so well that they have to go to later printings. And what they do is they'll take a page from the comic and use a panel as the cover. So if you own that page, not only do you own a page from, it's turning out to be a definitive Thor run, but it turns out to be a cover. Actually, let's flip through this thing. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. Actually, a double page splash. Great. And you can see they use this part for the cover. Perfect. Awesome. Take a look at some of these. I think this is I think this might be another one. Yeah, another second printing. So you see they have that as the cover. If we flip through here. Flip through here. Sure, we'll find it. you guys are reading this, but it's a lot of fun, and it's just amazing art by Nick. I mean, some of the best Thor art ever. Yeah, it's in here. Probably flip past it anyway. Oh, we got a Guardians of the Galaxy annual. A couple of Fantastic Fours. And now we're getting into some of his cover work. He did this Moon Knight cover. I think this is one of the coolest Moon Knight covers I've seen. Whoever got that, congrats. And Han, Solo, and Chewbacca, that's Black Chrysanthemum. Signed by Nick. Venom. Ooh, King in Black 1 with a Nick cover. Scumbag, Rick Remender Scumbag. And 7 to Eternity. Very cool. Well, you guys have mailing list members, newsletter/newsletter subscribers. You'll get a shot now. If you are in the audience and you're not subscribed to our newsletter, just go to felixcomicart.com, sign up there. Trust me, it's worth it. Not the least of which, in terms of reasons that you get to win cool free stuff. All right, let's take a look at this art. Okay, I know what's in here, and I know I can only show some of it, because some of it is an upcoming Thor issue, so that I can't show. But let me see what I can show. Hang on a second. I can show this. I can show this. Show this. I can show this. Show this. Okay. Actually, I can show. He hasn't sent me that Thor, so I can show everything in here. This is exciting. Start off with this this cool Batman. It's actually Dark Knight Returns, and guess who this is for? Yours truly. This, and I had no idea. Nick had shown this on Instagram, I think, and I made a comment like, "Hey, that's an awesome Dark Knight." And he said, "Yeah, I'm glad you like it because it's for you." So Nick, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'm a sucker for all things Dark Knight, and this is fantastic. Thank you, Nick. Okay, these are the Thor busts he did for his Comic Art Live chat that we did for Bill Cox's channel during the last Comic Art Live event. Thanks to everyone for their patience. We sold these via claim on the show. They all got snapped up, of course, and everyone's been patiently waiting for them. And here they are. Of course, it's a very easy subject that Nick will nail. Thor, it's what everyone would have wanted anyway. And we had them, and they all got snapped up quick. Okay, this is a Marvel cover, and it's actually a triple cover. Let's see if I can spread it out here so you guys can see it. Distracting colors. But yeah, looks something like this. So this will be available soon. So yeah, what Nick sent me are basically all the covers he's been doing. And if you follow us on our drops, whenever we have Nick art, it's not just limited to Thor. It sells out fast. We had a bunch of cool covers for San Diego Felix Con a month and a half ago. And of course, they all sold. So these will be available to our next big cover event. Very possibly and very likely San Diego, New York Felix Con. course. This is a super cool cover for Hulk. And in the background here is Titan, the new big bad for Hulk. This is coming from the Ryan Ottley run with Donny Cates. The run so far, the first arc culminates in the first appearance of this character Titan, who you can sort of equate to like Venom in Spider-Man, or at least that's what I think they're going for. Now, will he become like Venom? Will he matter? I mean, your guess is as good as mine, but I know they have plans for him, and they're certainly using him everywhere they can. There's a gazillion covers with this character, Titan, and they all seem to be selling well, not just from Ryan Ottley. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, this is a Captain America cover, but done as an homage to the 90s style. So like, Rob Liefeld, that extreme studio style that Nick grew up with and he's a big fan of. And this is his take on that aesthetic. Oh, the very cool Black Panther cover. And here's a Spidey cover. This will, of course, do very, very well. Oh, and something that says top secret. I guess there is something I can't show. Thanks for that, Nick. Thanks for posting that there. So yeah, top secret, everyone. Cannot see, but there you go. All right, let's. I think the real standout piece is going to be this color Hulk cover. So you enjoy that while I get run through the comments. Wow, very spirited chat tonight. Okay. Jason was hoping to get glimpses of my Sanford and Dragata SDC sketches. Well, we shall see. Busted ribs. What happened? Brian Bauer asked. Well, as ridiculous as it sounds, it happened playing baseball and had a collision with the shortstop, and I definitely got the worst of it. Went down pretty hard and got the wind knocked out of me, and then got up and I realized right away, well, these ribs are bruised at the very least, and was able to get through the rest of the game on sheer adrenaline alone. And my next at bat, very crucial at bat, got a runner in scoring position. We were tied in our last half of the inning, and I drove him home with a hit, busted ribs and all. Pretty excited about that. Of course, we lost on the bottom of the inning, but what can you do? Did my part. All right. Marcus Way says, nice of Nick Klein to sign them all. I'm at the Trey Lance signing. It's taking forever. I guess Marcus is watching this while he's waiting in line. I can believe that. DC Patrol is here. Oh, we got new people. Jacob Yeager, Max Machado. Who am I missing? Anyway, welcome, new people. Rorschach 3000. He loves all things DKR also. Fantastic. Richard Franklin. Did I see Lambo is in the house? If he is, fantastic. Mr. Easy Go Lucky. Thanks for stopping by. QU fan. Awesome. Marcus Ways, the troublemaker was asking for Chinese spare ribs. That is a reference to, of course, to Way of the Dragon, also known as Return of the Dragon. One of the hoodlums says, I want me some Chinese spare ribs. And he punches the waiter in the ribs. I guess that would be me. I guess Marcus thinks I'm one of the Chinese waiters punching the ribs. Thanks a lot, Marcus. All right. So we got another box to open up, and why don't we make the prize this signed copy of Guardians of the Galaxy #1 annual with a Nick Klein cover, signed by Nick Klein. You know how tough it is to get a Nick Klein cover signature? I'll tell you, very tough. Why? Because the dude lives in Germany and he doesn't come to the States. So here you go, authentic Nick Klein autograph. And I haven't even shown you the box yet. You guys are already guessing. All right. All right, let's take a look at this box. This is it's a flat little package. Looks like one of those UPS or FedEx boxes that have been flattened. I'm sure that's what it is. So let the guessing begin. We got Rossmo, Stephen Green, JL, a lot of JLs. I think people are guessing. That's not a bad guess. DWJ, Stephen Green, Bergara, Stephen Green, Evely, Dragata, Otley, Chris Stevens, Sanford, Shaw, Love, Stegman, what's up, Dan Tancredi, Huddleston, Sanford, Marcio Takara, Aaron Conley, Rossmo, Stephen Green, Billquist, JL, Leslie Hung, Stegman. Nope. I'm gonna. Mr. Easy Go Lucky is one of your incredible artists. That's pretty good, Mr. Easy Go Lucky. Yeah, but you got to be a little more specific than that, and don't make me laugh. It's freaking painful, man. I'm telling you, I can't cough, I can't sneeze. Sucks. All right. Let's see. Clip Chang, Sook, Mooneyham, J-Mac. J-Mac got it. It is Chris Mooneyham, indeed Chris Mooneyham. We also JP Mayer, Moore, McLean, Burnham. Nope, it was J-Mac with Mooneyham. Hey, J-Mac and Geeks and Drinks, tell us who you are. Just make a comment with your name so we know who you are. All right, nice job. I mean, I don't really love the flattened box, but it actually is just wrapped around. It's wrapped around this masonite. This is pretty perfect. This side up, cut. You got to be very careful. You just kind of have to like score the tape without going in too deep. Don't impact the art. Hey, Jason Kim, you awake?
Yeah. I'm coming for a closer peek when I see something.
All right. We allow audience participation. It's fine. By the time we're done with this thing, it's going to be like after 9 our time. And we're planning on getting a bite to eat, so I'm not sure what it's even open late these days, you know.
You can even guess which
And
artist.
post-COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, this art is close to the edge. I got to be super careful.
I have the edge with the boxes and the delay.
Right.
Here we go. Okay, let's take a look at what we got in here. If you've been watching, following me on social media, my Instagram, or Twitter, or Facebook, I post the same things. You've seen a couple of these already. So let's get a good look at them. Let's get a good look at them. First off, let's start off with this. It is a page recreation from Kazuo Koiki's and Goseki Kojima's famous manga Lone Wolf and Cub, which in my opinion is the greatest manga ever. One of the greatest comic epics ever. 28 volumes. Fantastic, unbelievable stuff. And this is Chris's take on one of the pages as requested by the commissioner, and I think he killed it. These are all commissions. Here we go. This is a Wolverine cover. You can see there's the hand letter logo that Chris is so adept at. You got Wolverine, you got Deadpool here, and this is after an Adam Kubert cover. I think it's like Wolverine, like it's one of the newer Wolverine books anyway, but It's a recreation of an Adam Kubert cover. And here we go, AF-15. Someone wanted a recreation of an AF-15 cover, and Chris did it. Look at this. I mean, Chris can do it all. I mean, just look at this lettering. That's the one thing about the cover recreations that have logos and text. Where they get wonky to me is when the lettering's off. You know, it kind of brings the piece down again for me. Maybe cheapens it a little. Just, but when the lettering is this sharp, it's like just a perfect finishing touch. And this is a maybe I shouldn't be showing this, but this is a going to be a published Sergeant Rock cover. Very old school with dialogue, little word balloon on the cover. This is great. And we finish with an Akira commission, which is patterned after the Epic comic reprint covers. He did another Akira. He just oddball, got multiple Akira requests. The standard, you know, Kaneda on the bike. But this commissioner wanted everything pen and ink except he wanted color on the bike. And boy, that really pops. That looks fantastic. I'm gonna leave it here for a second. You enjoy that art. Let's see if you guys had any questions for me. Wow, Jason Wood with some history here. Mooneyham is the first sketch I ever bought from Felix Comic Art way back in the day. Geeks and Drinks says, Steven Hernandez, I sent you an email also. Thank you, Geek and Drinks. Jeffrey Allen Love says, I'm interested to see how everyone packages their art to get to you. As you can see, it's all a little different. There's no one standard way, but the key is you got to use, you know, some good, heavy, sturdy material that's going to withstand a beating from delivery service. J-Mac is John McClanahan. Thank you, J-Mac. RG says that box had me worried, but that's a solid packaging job. It really was. Keith Becker's, I'm always scared cutting the box apart. Yeah, just be real careful. All right, thank you for all the love you are showing Chris's work. He has really been giving it all. I mean, if you go through his commission gallery on our site, he's always been great, but I really feel like he's stepped it up a notch again. Just look at these things. Y'all deserve a second look-see. Oh, I missed one. On the back here. So yeah, there's actually, this is a small 9x12, 2 characters. You got both Hawkeyes, Clint Barton and Kate Bishop. That's pretty cool. But yeah, Lone Wolf and Cub with all the trimmings, with all the lettering. Jordan Wano. Hey, Jordan from Hawaii. He claims the Sergeant Rock cover. It will be available in a coming all cover drop. Just hang tight. All right, that's great. What should we do for our next prize? You know what? Let's go back to DWJ. It's a DWJ celebration. This huge sellout of Do a Powerbomb issues 2 and 3. We had some, you know how it goes. We had several hundred requests for only 37 pages. I mean, 37 pieces, pretty decent drop, but it's all relative, you know, and we had a lot of people try to get pages, and most people will not get a page. So I want to publicly thank everyone who's cool and understands that it is the first submitted request that's timestamped by the site. That's who gets the art. You know, we had some newbies come in, and invariably there's someone who's going to get really salty and upset, and And I had to deal with a couple of those emails. Maybe I should read you one of those. You guys want to hear one of those? I'll find it on my phone. Yeah, it's, you know, people get really mad, but, you know. Yes, if you're new and it's your first time, you don't get it, and I'll give you a pass. But if you've been doing this a while, you still don't get it, you know, just maybe it's not for you. Okay, yeah, let's make this next prize a copy of Old Man Skywalker, Daniel Warren Johnson's mini comic, probably his most popular mini comic that's only available at show appearances. You've seen this thing go for hundreds of dollars on eBay, but if you buy it at a show, it's pay whatever you want. But we have one we're going to be giving away now to who guesses. And by the way, I'm not accepting any of these guesses until I actually show the box. That doesn't count. I'm not looking at them. So wait to see the box first. I'm not going to scroll up to see all your preemptive guesses. But this is what you'll win if you get it right. Hang on a second. I'm trying to reach with. Thank you, Yams. Thank you. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. And you can start your guessing now. It's okay. It says, do not fold, please. And something written in a foreign language. Let's DHL package. So this usually means it is coming from overseas. So here we go. Dragata, Bergara, Bilquist, Evely, Takara. Takara, you got it. Losap NJ. A lot of code names. Losap NJ, you got it. This is Marcio, Takara. We also got Chang, Bergara, Takara. Schizoid, you were second with Takara. You would have gotten it, except Losap NJ beat you. Congratulations, Losap NJ. Adil Alamon with the Takara. Oh, a lot of Takaras. RG with the Takara. Man, a lot of guesses. Okay. Congrats, Losap NJ. You just won Daniel Warren Johnson's Old Man Skywalker. Write me, send me an email with all your info. Might be a little bit before I send it to you, but you will get it. I think anybody who's won a prize in the audience will tell you they get their prizes, even when they're overseas. All right, so I already know what's going to be in here. It's going to be art from Marcio's latest book, which is the reboot of Poison Ivy. And if you haven't read it, give it a read. Written by W. Willow Wilson, and it is gotten amazing reviews. Reimagining of Poison Ivy, and similar to what Alan Moore did with Swamp Thing, a lot of ecological themes. All right. See, I don't know if you guys remember last time. Last time Marcio sent art, it got bent. Like it was like, you know, it's not easy to bend that many artboards, but the thing was warped. Luckily, no hard creases. The art was fine, but it did require a little bit more secure packaging. Marcio watched it. He agreed and said he would use heavier material next time, and looks like he did. I mean, this is very basic. It's just cardboard, but as long as you use enough of it, you should be okay. Okay. Yeah. And I actually, this is what he included. He included this couple of stiff boards in here, so that helps. Yeah, I would still say not the greatest, Marcio. We got lucky this time. If I'm gonna give a grade, I'm gonna give this one a C. I'm sorry, Marcio. I don't mean to be like harsh, but that's just how it is. Well, we'll talk about it. Okay, this should be 2 issues in here. I can show you one. I can't show you the other. I should probably, let's see. This is, let me make sure I show the right issue. Okay, this is issue 3. And then we also have issue 4, which is not out yet. I can show you issue 3. I know issue 3 is on the stands, and you can see he's got a take on Poison Ivy and a Harley. I mean, that's just gorgeous right there. I don't know if you can see that, but just amazing. Actually, I've not picked up this issue yet myself. But the first 2 issues are a really good read. Sorry if I'm going a little fast, but we got a lot of art to get through, guys. And if you, yeah, we need more light. Thank you, Yams. If you've gotten Marcio art from me, you know just how clean it is. He pencils, it's all traditional pencils and inks, but there's no trace of the pencils, and the inks are sharp. No mistakes, no corrections, super clean. Here we go. Check out that monster there. Todd McFarlane is a huge Marcio fan and got him to do a couple of Spawn stories. And yeah, Marcio nailed it. That's what he does so well. Look at this page. Poison Ivy fighting this demon. Hey, Yams and Jason, if you guys see any questions pop up in the chat, give me a heads up, okay?
Okay.
I guess, Yams, you're monitoring the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, if you see any questions, just read it out to me. You know, you can actually even read it out to me as we go.
All right.
But I'm gonna take a look now. You guys enjoy that page for a second.
Mike Joyner wants to know if he wants to buy a piece.
I'm sorry?
Mike Joyner wants to know if he wants to buy a piece on this featured on the stream. Does he ask here or wait for it to get on the website?
Wait for it to get on the website and wait for the drop. So what's the
Mike Joyner.
Okay, Mike, if you want any of this art, it is all available via drop. You're probably new to the site, which means you sign up for my newsletter, you get all the information when the art will become available, and then it's first come, first serve. But we don't pre-sell the art, we don't sell any of the art now. We want to give everyone a chance when the time comes. Okay, Jersey Lambo says, my question for the whiners, what comic art website do you go to that you always get the piece you want? I mean, yeah, that's I mean, it just doesn't happen. Well, not with our site, but the thing is, nobody wins every single time. So I've had people say, oh, there's a hack or people use bots. Well, if there's a bot, there's no bot that's perfect. Because it's win some, lose some for everyone. But by the same token, if you try consistently at the drop, nobody loses every single time either. Again, win some, lose some. Samantha Dry says, I don't think I'll be able to stay awake for all the boxes. Well, Samantha, if you have to check out, don't worry, you can watch this later. You just won't get a chance to win any prize. But you can watch this whenever. It'll be on our channel. Reba J says, but don't wait if you want a complete issue. Sometimes you got to get those almost before they're drawn. That's true, Reba. We do sell a lot of issues complete. So if you're interested in a complete issue, always write me to let me know. Thunderhouse says, any idea Mooneyham will open another commission list anytime soon? I hope so. I'm just not sure exactly when. He's completed his most recent list. I think that was the last of it. So theoretically, it could be any time, but I won't know until he actually gives me the thumbs up. Matthew Todd says, hi Felix, is there any chance of there being an event like the Paul Pope NYCC dinner for this year's NYCC? Matt, nothing planned right now, and part of that is because we're in this new reality post-COVID. For those who don't know, we used to host fan events, and we did it one year with Paul Pope at New York Comic Con. It was fantastic. We rented a giant room, We had tons of artists. Everyone wanted. It was Paul's first public appearance in a while, so all the artists wanted to come meet Paul. All the fans wanted to come hang out. As part of that dinner, you got a original Paul Poe piece. It was like his first commission list with us too, and it's all tied in with that dinner. It was a fantastic time, but I don't know when we'll be able to do that again, Matthew. I mean, I hopefully someday, but not. I don't think it's going to happen for this New York Comic Con. Richard Franklin says, how much do whole issues usually go for? Richard, it is a range. We've sold complete issues, meaning complete interiors without a cover, from 4,000 all the way up to, I think the most we ever got for a complete issue was 70,000. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. So it's a range, and again, depends on the art, depends on the comic, depends on artist, whole ton of factors. My body story says I've won a couple times, but I've lost some time too. So yeah, that's that. Welcome to Felix Comic Art. That is how it goes. RG asks, any chance you'll be getting some of Takara's older Marvel art? I'm not sure about that, RG, but hang tight. Hang tight, and whenever we get art from Marcio, you'll probably see it here first, but we'll definitely let you know about it via the newsletter. Thunderhouse Design asks, also, Felix, did you get your Has No Talent rocket firing Leia? It's pretty fantastic. Thunderhouse Design, it just came in. I haven't had a chance to open it yet. All right. I think if I missed anybody's question, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can. But thank you for the questions. And we're going to go on to our next box. And let's see the next prize. Another Daniel Warren Johnson prize. This one is Green Leader, which is actually the very first mini comic he did. He's showing his love of all things Star Wars. These are the pilots in the climactic space battle in Return of the Jedi. What is their story? Find out in Green Leader. Another Daniel Warren Johnson mini comic. Don't start guessing until I show you the next box. And here we go. Just a standard box. See, this is a repurposed box from Powell's City of Books. Of course, the famous Powell's of Portland. Occupies an entire city block. It's just one giant bookstore. So who could be in this box?
A quick question you missed is Mooneyham opening up a commission?
I answered that already.
Sorry.
All right, you're on.
Yeah. Jason, you're off the job. Yams, you pick up where Jason messed up. All right. Let's see. Let's see. What are the guesses here? Dragada, Rossmo, Poe, Pottleson, DWJ, Chris Stevens, Sook, Darrington, Bergara, JAL. JAL stands for Jeffrey Allen Love. And you guys with all your JAL answers earlier, because JAL is in the audience, well, that's why you guessed it, and you're right. Why didn't you? You should keep guessing it. There were some of you that were guessing JAL with every box. You're slow, because Adil Alamon got it. Congrats, Adil. We another chance. Bob McGann with the JAL. Just a little late. Sorry. So congrats, Adil. You won Daniel Warren Johnson's Green Leader. And let's open this guy up, and I'm gonna give Jeffrey an A already. I can tell. He gets an A for packing already. I can tell. Not because he's some kind of teacher's pet. Just I know this guy is freaking meticulous. I can already tell from the heft of this package how nothing shakes. It's all very stable. It's a nice big package. And if anything happened to this art, it won't be because of anything Jeffrey did. And look at that. Yup, encased in bubble wrap. And the art is in Masonite. Masonite surrounded by bubble wrap in a box. You know what, Jeffrey? I take that back. You do not get an A. You get an A+. A+ for Jeffrey Allen Love, everyone. And this might have been the first A+ we've awarded on the show. Goes to Jeffrey. Gold star.
He was nervous.
And saran wrap, my favorite. Oh, in a portfolio. In a portfolio. What's higher than an A plus? I can't. A plus plus? There's no such thing. A plus, Jeffrey. Like, well deserved. Hey, what? And didn't I say I could tell already? This is an A. I'm good. Great job, Jeffrey. Everyone, if you ordered art from Jeffrey, your art is safe. And this should be all commissions. Oh, I'm as happy seeing this packaging job as I will be seeing the art. This packaging job is in and of itself a work of art. Bravo, Jeffrey. All right, we're in retreat. Beautiful, beautiful. Should I pull these out? Let's see, there might be some glare, but anyway, if there's glare, I'll pull out the art. Glare from the sleeve. Yeah, there's a little glare. I'm gonna pull out these pieces, which we have to do to get them scanned anyway, so it's no big deal. But Jeffrey, once again, thank you. I'm gonna pull these pieces out. We're gonna enjoy them individually. You guys are getting well, you guys already can see what it is. It's fine. We'll appreciate each of them individually. Give each of them the showcase they deserve. And congrats to the lucky commissioners for getting these masterpieces. I hope it feels good to see just like, man, this packaging is, again, like, that's a work of art in itself. I think that's it. We'll just go one by one. One by one. This piece is called Knight of Pentacles, and what Knight of Pentacles is a tarot card. So the guy who commissioned this is getting different artists to do different tarot cards. I think that's pretty unique and cool commission subject / theme. And this is Jeffrey's contribution. And if I may say, I think this is the best one yet. And certainly sets a high bar for everyone else, which is always great if you're a commissioner and you've got a theme, because when you show prospective artists what's been done before and the bar is really high, artists all have pride, they all have ego, and they're gonna wanna do at least as well. So here you go. You got your money's worth there, Commissioner. The Commissioner is not just a famous collector, but a famous creative person in his own right, and that's all I'll say. He may be maybe a very famous novelist, maybe. Let's take a look at this next one. Subject after my own heart, but alas, it is not for me. But the subject is, of course, The Dark Knight Returns. Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. And you can see Batman taking on the mutant leader. You got the bats in the background and the mutant gang down below. The guy who commissioned this, when he saw my post on Instagram, he immediately wrote me and was just totally thrilled. And of course, I was totally jealous, but them's the breaks. Congrats to this commissioner as well. And now we're getting into a 9x12 bust. This is the Crimson King from Stephen King's Dark Tower. I've not read Dark Tower, not seen the movie, not read the comics, don't know anything about it, but this is cool regardless. What I have read and what I am way into, besides the aforementioned Dark Knight Returns, is Matt Wagner's Grendel. And here we have Grendel with his arch nemesis Argent in the background and this cityscape down below. and his spear weapon, you know, just this stark white against the black. This is perfection. And Grendel is going to be a Netflix show, which is pretty cool. And we have another bust. We have Darth Vader. That's pretty dang cool. Another bust, Dark Side. And we have Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider is a relatively new character. I think 2016 was his first appearance, and in these past 6 years has really blown up. I mean, we get so many Cosmic Ghost Rider requests from different collectors, and it's just, you know, it's kind of a goofy concept, but it really connected with people, and it's definitely a cool design though. And last but not least, Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer. All right, let's, you know what I'm gonna do? I probably would have left it on that because I love that one. But I'm just gonna put all the 9x12 busts together. There's 4 of them. They line up pretty easily like that. So you guys enjoy each and every one of these while I scroll through. I don't know if Jeffrey's still in the room. Jeffrey, great job, man. Talking about the packing. The art's not bad either. Jersey Sam says you can build bridges with that packaging. Yeah, no kidding. Next level packaging. Yep. Bob McGann says, hoping my JL commission is in there. I don't know if any one of these are yours, Bob, but if not, this gives you an idea how good it's going to be. Justin Waller says, so when are you shipping these pieces? Justin, which one's yours? Congrats. These aren't going to go out for a little bit yet. What happens, so basically what happens when you see all this art, it goes into a queue for shipping. I'm not shipping, for scanning. And you can see, like, for every unboxing show, we get hundreds of pages. And scanning, time consuming. So everything's got to get scanned first, and then it goes into our shipping queue, which is yet another giant one. And, you know, after 6 weeks on the road, it's bigger than ever. So just hang tight. You've seen the art. You know it's coming. And you will get it. If I may say, I think my track record for shipping is pretty much unmatched. All right. DC Persos, I'm blown away by it all, but the dark side is just perfect. Okay. That dark side, this, yeah, it's badass. Okay. Justin Waller with the Crimson King. Well, I hope you liked it, Justin, because that one is yours, and it will be coming. But some patience, please. Thank you. All right. Next prize. Before we open our next box, let's take a look at our next prize. Our next prize shall be... Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a break for just a second from the unboxing because we're over halfway through the boxes, and let's give away some prizes to those in the audience who have been donors to the Lou Family Fund. The Lou Family Fund is my charity that I established in honor of my wife. We are just about 2 years old now. Our big initiative is called the Second Opinion Project. If you followed me, you know I've talked about it. I just had a Zoom meeting with the people who are in charge and administer the charity organization called Powtown. And our goal is to help as many stage 4 patients as we can improve their outcomes. And I got great news today during our Zoom. We have had another patient achieve NED as a result of help from the Lou Family Fund and the Second Opinion Project. NED stands for no evidence of disease. And you consider that the holy grail for stage 4 patients. It means all the visible cancer from the body has been gone. Usually takes surgery to do that. That's really the key. Surgery remains the gold standard for cure. So Lou Family Fund exists because of everyone's kind support. We are going on strong. If you think I do a lot with Felix comic art, you know, I actually, what you don't know is the stuff I do for the charity and working with patients and caregivers, and that takes up a lot of my time, but it's very gratifying, especially when we can help someone achieve NED. All right, so if you have donated the charity, and I'm just gonna say, for the people who have donated via our website, we have a registry. Everything is recorded. You are eligible. This starting at San Diego, we've put out a jar because we do not charge for signatures. The trend now in the hobby, as shows, is artists charge for signatures. We prefer not to charge for signatures, and we don't charge for signatures. But we put out a donation jar, you know, for anybody who appreciates what we do. People throw in a few bucks, and believe me, that adds up. That is greatly appreciated. But this is really for the people who have donated via the site. And I think that's going to be a lot of you that are in the audience. And what are our prizes? Well, let's take a look at our first prize. You may have gotten one of these already. This is our wireless charger, I jokingly call coaster/charger. You can use it for a coaster, but it's actually a wireless charger, and it's very effective. Very impressed with the performance of this thing. So it's branded Felix Comic Art, except this one is signed by our very own Felipe Andrade, another super hard autograph to get because Felipe just doesn't come to the States much. He just doesn't do shows much at all. So even if you live in Europe or in Portugal, good luck. The guy just doesn't really do shows. But this is a Felix Comic Art wireless charger for all your devices. And this I got the big one, so it doesn't just charge your phone. This can charge your tablet too. And it's signed by Felipe. And all you have to do, the first person to type in these words will get it. And what you need to type in is the Lou Family Fund. Who can type in the Lou Family Fund first? First person to type in the Lou Family Fund gets this awesome wireless charger signed by Felipe Andrade. And our winner is Keith Becker with the Lou Family Fund, followed by Jason Wood, Scott Wingo, JKZ, which just loot, doesn't count, Schizoid, Justin Waller, Mike Sitchy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for trying, but the winner is Keith Becker. But have no fear. You thought I would just give away one tonight? No, I'm giving away more than one. I'm giving away 2. And you will get another chance. And this is another Felix Comic Art wireless charger / coaster signed by, who can make that out? That is DWJ. Signed by our own DWJ. The man of the day with Do a Powerbomb. All right. What I want you to type in now, first person to type in Second Opinion Project. Second Opinion Project. Gets the wireless charger signed by DWJ. Second Opinion Project. What is the Second Opinion Project? Second Opinion Project is our major initiative that we started as soon as we created and launched the Lou Family Fund. My idea was to get as many people the opportunity to get a second opinion, primarily, ideally, at an NCI designated comprehensive cancer center. It's a National Cancer Institute recognized center of excellence for cancer treatment and research. If you are diagnosed at stage 4, you really got to go to one of these places and see an exceptional doctor or surgeon. That is really your only chance. You cannot stay at your local community hospital. They are not set up to treat you. You will get defaulted to standard of care, and that's not going to save you, and it won't prolong your life. At the very least, we want people to have more time with their family. So Second Opinion Project is how we make that happen. It basically, we provide grants for people, financial aid is seeking second opinions, and the second opinion is the first step on the road to NED. Okay, so who got it? A lot of people typed in, and it's Scott Wingo. Scott Wingo, followed by Monster Matador, Mecha Rex, Jason Wood, Schizoid, Pat L, Ron Lim. Thank you guys, thank you so much. But it's Scott Wingo. Scott Wingo, you won. You won the DWJ signed Felix Comic Art wireless charger. Congrats. Thanks so much, Scott. Thank you for your support. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. I got another one to give away. Another one to give away, and this one's signed by Ryan Otley. And Ryan's signature is not hard to get, but it is not an inexpensive proposition. So our artists do not charge for signatures, but Ryan does at shows via comic sketch art. Look, the fact of the matter is these guys have their moment. I think Ryan is going to be one of those guys who's just going to be important for a long, long time. The most important independent superhero comic book artist, but also, at Big Two, Amazing Spider-Man, doesn't get any bigger than that. Now doing Hulk. I think he's just going to be a key guy. So his signature is worth a lot, and I don't fault him for monetizing that. I mean, people want to pay him, so he might as well take it. But this is going to be free to the person who can type in the next phrase or a sequence of words or sequence of letters. And it is NED. NED stands for no evidence of disease. It's what we hope for all stage 4 patients. Okay, who got NED first? Mecha Rekka. I don't know who you are, Mecha Rekka. Please type your name in the comments so we know who you are. Followed by Schizoid, Monster Matador. Schizoid, Monster Matador, please do the same. Hunter Venable, Shaheen Chandrasoma. Hey Shaheen, Jason Mclean. A lot of NEDs, but Mecha Rekka, you are the first one to get it. Congrats. You get the Felix Comic Art wireless charger signed by Ryan Otley. Okay, yeah, I got one more, but this is the last one. But this one is pretty special. I have to say this one is pretty special. This is another charger, but this one is signed by Cliff Chang and BKV. BKV, of course, is Brian K. Vaughan. And together they created Paper Girls, which is multiple Eisner winning comic. I think it's a classic. It's going to be one of those evergreen titles, but it's now also a very successful TV adaptation on Amazon. I watched the entire season with my daughter. We loved it. A different experience from the comic, but they did a really great job. Congratulations to Cliff and Brian, and thanks to the creative team of the TV adaptation. Fantastic job, really. Big thumbs up. Okay, so one of the key doctors that we want to direct patients to is a man named Dr. Yu-Man Fong, and he's at City of Hope in Los Angeles. City of Hope is an NCI center. He's the chair of Department of Surgery, and he's the greatest liver surgeon in the world. But beyond that, he's also a cancer researcher, and he's conducting clinical trials on oncolytic viruses in cancer treatment. Just an amazing man. He is a hero to me. You know, I don't have too many heroes at this point in my life, but he absolutely is one of them. And I'll just say it, I've got a man crush on the guy. Unbelievable human being. Lambo knows all about him. And here's the kicker. The man is a comic book fan. He created his own comic to explain cancer treatments. He goes to Comic-Con. He goes to San Diego Comic-Con. And even more than that, the guy cosplays. Unbelievable. Our first meeting with him at City of Hope, we fell in love with him immediately. And one of the things he asked me was, so what do you do? You know, when people ask me what I do, it's kind of hard to explain to civilians, especially what would a doctor know about comic books, let alone original comic book art? So I just told him, you know, it's got something to do with comic books. And I just left it at that. He goes, oh, comic books? Well, I love comics. And we go to Comic-Con. My wife and I have a closet full of cosplay. You know, those were his exact words. And I was just blown away. And I didn't really believe him, but I thought the fact that he would say that to sort of try and connect and make us comfortable was just remarkable. So months later, I get a text from him, and he says, he sent it to me from Long Beach Comic-Con, and it's of a couple of cosplayers. It was a Hela from Thor and Deadpool. I said, oh, you're at Comic-Con. Those are great cosplayers you're taking pictures of. And then it dawned on me, and I texted back. I said, wait a minute, is that you? Turned out it was. The guy is a legit comics nerd, and not to mention, you know, one of the greatest. I hope you don't have to deal with stage 4 colon cancer, but if you do, get a hold of me, because Dr. Fong is one of the absolute best, most especially if you have liver involvement. But anyway, to win this Felix Comic Art wireless charger, all you got to do is type in Dr. Fong. Dr. Fong. That's all you got to do, and you win this wireless charger signed by Cliff Chang and BKV. Guy's name is Dr. Yu-Man Fong, but all you got to do is write Dr. Fong. And Schizoid, after finishing second so many times, you got this one. But tell me who you are. Monster Matador, you're moving up too, usually third, but you're second this time. Means you're first loser, I'm sorry. But maybe you're so fast you're going to get it next time. Hunter Venable, Jason Williams, Mike Sitchie, Christian Mongard. Yep, all fast, but not as fast as Schizoid. Congratulations, Schizoid. Schizoid, I kind of recognize your handle. I think you've won before, but email me, please. Anyway, that's it tonight for Lou Family Fun, but we'll have some fundraising coming up. If you are in the audience and you have not donated, all donations are appreciated. Go to loufamilyfun.org, and you'll be eligible for cool prizes on future shows. Okay, now back to the unboxing. The basic kind of package, just multiple sheets of cardboard. I tried to block it. I'm gonna hold my hand over this. Let's see if we have any guesses. But wait, I need to show you guys the prize first. Okay, before you guess, and okay, I go ahead and guess. That's fine. Here's the prize. Another Daniel Warren Johnson mini comic. This is Russell-tober, which is a collection of all his Inktober drawings, which are of wrestlers. Wrestling is, of course, pro wrestling is one of his great passions, as you can tell. And also, if you read Do a Powerbomb, it's very evident. I myself am not really a wrestling fan. I watched WWF, you know, the Hulk Hogan, Iron Sheik, that thing in the 80s. Yeah, we all did. But it's not really my thing. But thanks to Do a Powerbomb, now all of a sudden I care. And I want to know what the moves are. And I'm invested. So anyway, whoever guesses correctly is going to get this. Let's see what the guesses are. Let's see. Huddleston, Stephen Green, DWJ, Darrington, Regard, Aaron Conley, Jason Williams, boom. Followed by DC Patrol right behind him with an Aaron Conley. But Jason Williams was first. Do we have any other Conleys in here? Keith Becker, it's Aaron Conley. You were so certain, but at the time it took you to type in IT''S, it's Aaron Conley. You got beat. You got beat. It is Conley. Congrats, Jason Williams. Write me, send me an email, Jason. Let's take a look at what Aaron has sent me. I'm fairly certain this is going to be commissions. Yeah, a lot of you wrote in Dr. Fung. So we call it the Second Opinion Project, but privately, I call it the Dr. Fung Project. We want to get people to see Dr. Fung. He's not going to be applicable to every patient, but yeah, he's going to matter to a lot of them. Okay, let's open this up. So we had a dinner at San Diego Comic-Con this year, which was a thank you to our donors and of the Lou Family Fund, you know, especially the really major donor. I mean, again, appreciate any amount, appreciate all of you who do donate, but the ones who really go above and beyond, I want to recognize. And so I set up a dinner with our artists and with our donors, and it was a great time. And I didn't want to bother Dr. Fong about it, but I told him later, you know, yeah, gonna have a dinner, and really it's to thank everyone who contributes to the Lou Family Fund, but I'm gonna talk about how great you are. And he goes, oh, I would have gone. He couldn't go to Comic-Con this year, he's too busy, because I would have made that trip to attend a dinner. So in the future, guys, in the future, next one, you'll get to meet Dr. Yu-Man Fong. Unbelievable guy, man. I mean, he's published. He's a legend. I think he had a goal one time of publishing a paper a month on top of everything else he's doing. Oh, the crazy thing is, this is the crazy thing about Dr. Fong. He's got 3 kids, and 2 of them were Olympians. The 3rd one just missed. I mean, I could go on and on about this guy. And I'm not kidding. I've got a man crush on him. All right, let's open this up. Okay, let's look at these one by one, shall we? Judge Dredd. Color with a punk. So we introduced color as an option for Aaron's 2021 list, and as you can see, he does amazing. He and James Herron were kind of new with the colors, and holy cow, both these guys. You know, I think there might be a little competition going on. They're trying to one-up each other. But check out this Dredd, and this is the 9x12 bust. Not sure who this character is, but I'm sure you guys know. Oh, wrote on the back, thank you. Annihilus. Here we have everyone's favorite turtle, Michelangelo. I'm pretty sure Michelangelo is everyone's favorite, right? I was always partial to the nunchucks, so yeah. And, wow. And check out the black and white. And it's no simple black and white. He does this sort of wash effect. And that's the Hulk, and you know, it's just a single character. But look at this. We didn't say there would be a background, and there wasn't. You know, it wasn't mandatory or obligatory, but he just went all out on these. back to color. Iron Fist. Have Venom versus Cosmic Ghost Rider. I'm telling you, I was not kidding when I told you that Cosmic Ghost Rider is just like on every list. There's always going to be someone who's asked for Cosmic Ghost Rider. And last but not least, an 11x17. And no, you will not know what this is, but what it is an old man and a squid. This is yet another very unique commission theme. The commissioner's theme is he just wants an old man and a squid. The symbolism is particularly meaningful to him. And he went all out with his very first commission for this theme. It was by James Jean. It was back when I took commissions for James Jean. And, you know, I've continued to take them, but quietly, I don't really announce them anymore. She says there's no point. I mean, they are so pricey. But in any case, his first Old Man and Squid commission was by James Jean. You can see it on the site. And since then, he's had other artists do it. And this is Aaron's. I think you'll be thrilled with this. Okay. Aaron, if you're watching, or when you watch, or if you ever watch, thank you. Thank you. Great job on the packing. Not as good as Jeffrey, but still better than average. All right, what is going to be our next prize? Okay, our next prize is going to be this signed mini poster of the mini Deaths of Layla Starr, and it's signed by Felipe Andrade. This was a giveaway at San Diego Comic-Con, and you might be able to find it on eBay, but you won't find it signed by Felipe. If you are a fan of the mini Deaths of Layla Starr, this is a get. This is a cool little thing. Okay, let's take a look at our next package. And it is a UPS box. It says World Ease Document. Well, anyway, this is probably not from the US. So let's go. We got Sanford Green, Andrade, Herron, Dragata, Bergara, Huddleston, DWJ, Rossmo, DC Patrol wins. It is Riley Rossmo. We also got Burnham, Evely, Pope, Stegman. It is Rossmo. Congratulations to DC Patrol, who I believe has a multiple time winner of unboxing art show prizes. Practice makes perfect. All right, it's your box, and then he's wrapped it up. It's like just a little. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is good. Let's say this is good enough. I'm not going to complain about this. Just, I mean, you know, look, there are not going to be masterpieces like Jeffrey Allen Love, and I wouldn't expect everyone to be a Jeffrey Allen Love when it comes to packing. So, good enough is good enough. I gotta look through this real quick. I think there might be something I can show in here. So, as you know, Riley has been exclusive to DC since 2016, and yeah, he's one of their absolute favorites. It's usually exclusives. It's renewable every year or maybe 2 years. Well, they locked up Riley for longer than that. And he's been killing it over there. They've been giving him a whole bunch of projects, whatever he wants to do. If he wants to do short stories so he can work on different characters, they'll give him that. If he wants to work on something more long form, they'll give him that. So the thing he most recently did was a run on Harley Quinn. His run lasted 18 issues, and he will be moving on to Robin. The Harley Quinn run is one of the most highly acclaimed Harley Quinn runs. Again, critically acclaimed. Okay, so again, this is why I can't show everything. This is on, well, anyway, I couldn't show you. It's just, okay, so it says top secret, but underneath it says what it is. But there you go, see, top secret. These guys know that they better label these things. Make an effort, or else I might inadvertently show it, which is unfortunately happened, but goes with the territory. Let's see if there's anything in here I can show. Oh jeez, this is killer. This is killer. But I can't show you all of it, but I'll show you some of it. Here is a cover, a World's Finest cover, and you got all the DC guys on here. You got Bizarro, you got Batman here, Crypto, Batwoman way back there. Yeah, that'll be in an upcoming cover drop. But there is. Sit down, Lambo, because you're going to faint otherwise. I'm just going to show you one page. Check that out. Batman and Catwoman. Can't tell you where it's from, what it's for, but there is some Riley Batman art in your future. Again, sign up to our mailing list if you're interested. As well, if you're interested in anything complete, you must write me. We've sold almost 200 complete issues. That's been our thing. We wanted to grow and develop that market, and now it's really taken off for the entire hobby. Okay, let's see. This is oh, this I can show. This is Harley Quinn. Hang on a second. Yep, let's check out this Harley Quinn issue. This is Harley Quinn 17. And you can see Riley has just gone all out with the art. The thing about Riley's art is that there was sort of beauty in the chaos before, but he has made a real effort to have it appeal to collectors. So he's a budding art collector himself. He's really come to appreciate a certain clean aesthetic. And he's seen what guys like what Mclean has done. So Mclean with Thor, he made a concerted effort to make our collectors happy, and he's been rewarded by having every single page of Thor sell out. And believe me, other artists are taking notice. And it's not that Riley particularly cares about the art selling out per se, but he sees how collectors have responded, and he realizes, well, this is important to collectors. He just wants collectors to be happy. So here you go. This is Harley Quinn 17. It's a cover. Harley Quinn versus the big bad they created for this run called The Verdict. And DC has plans for The Verdict beyond this run on Harley Quinn. His Harley art is definitely special. Thank you, Schizoid. Love my Harley page from him. Love his Harley. Like his beauty and chaos style. There you go. And you can see he's applying tone. All these pages. Don't have to, you know. I mean, tone on commission is one thing. Tone is not necessarily on published page because they just do that after the fact along with the color. But for the artist to add the tone to the original art, well, that's for us. It's for us art collectors. And I got to say, thank you, Riley. Thank you, Riley, for caring, for making the effort. And it's actually paid off too, because we've sold this Harley Quinn art like crazy. Check this page out. This very menacing shot of the verdict down here. Add that spot red there again, just for us. This is a killer issue. You know what? I'm actually thinking I may do a Harley / Poison Ivy drop. We get a little Riley, and we get Marcio. I mean, don't Harley and Poison Ivy belong together? Why not do a double drop? That's just an idea. But what an issue. If anybody is interested in this complete issue, you can see it's just pure action. Write me. Oh, so this is just a page of sketches. Okay. Whoa. Now, that's a splash page. I mean, this is an incredible issue. So again, if you're in the audience and you want a Riley complete issue and you are into Harley Quinn, I don't know you can do much better than this. Got Batwoman in it too. A layout as only Riley can conceive. Nobody does layouts like Riley. And that's it. Awesome job, Riley. Fantastic. The packing job was good enough, but the art is A+. Very happy to see that, and some Batman art in there too. So, very cool package. Okay, we got another package. I'm going to show you. This one is, yeah, you can see, kind of basic. And I will give you a hint. If you see this, it's usually for customs. So this came in from overseas, and your prize is going to be this mini print from our own Sanford Green, from his creator-owned Webtoons online comic called The 1000. And what's cool about this is not only did he sign it, but he added this cute little remark on the side too. And again, limited edition mini print. Good luck finding this. I don't think you'll be able to. His creator-owned Webtoons online comic called The 1000. So let's see what our guesses are. This was kind of a trick one. Let's see. Dragata, DWJ, Evely, Bergara, Pope, Heron, DWJ, Pope, Bilquist, Huddleston, Bergara, Evely, or Trey Lance, Andrade, Shimizu, Andrade, Sook, Andrade, Stevens, Green, Shimizu, Sanford's art is rad. Rossmo, Ryan, Payne. Congratulations, Ryan. Yeah, 2 Riley boxes in a row. It's been a while since we did one of these, and in the meantime, not only did we get 1 Riley package, we got 2. So I said that was a little tricky. It doesn't usually happen. We get 2 back to back. So I don't know if Ryan was paying attention, or if he took a gamble, or if he just got lucky, just a random guess. But good job, Ryan. I don't think anyone else guessed Riley. Whoa, you can see this is kind of a Frankenstein package. You see it's pieced together various pieces of cardboard. Not pretty, but good enough, and that's all you can ask for. Okay, I gotta review this real quick, make sure it's all kosher to show. Okay, we got some cool sketches in here. I'm gonna show you a couple of them. Check out that Catwoman. These will all go in our next big sketch drop, probably be New York Felix. Here's the Thing. Wow, Scarlet Witch. You guys are getting a real preview here. A turtle with the orange bandana, whoever he is. Got Magic. Another Scarlet Witch. Oh, these are cool. Yeah, Riley just doesn't have time to do commissions, and he hasn't had time to do them in a while, but he does these little warm-ups with colored pencils, which he enjoys. Captain Cold. Here's Captain America. Ooh, a really cool Usagi Yojimbo. I like his take on that. And X-23. These are super cool. They're super cool. Sit for a second. What do we have in here? Oh, we have more Harley Quinn art that I can show. Yeah, don't you guys want to see more Harley Quinn art? This looks like a really cool issue. You got Harley and Batwoman on the cover. Oh, and he's got a present in here for our own Daniel Warren Johnson. This is an unpublished version. And again, going all out. This time, not just with tones, but with ink wash. Playing around, it really adds extra dimension, a little extra depth to the original art. So, way cool. Batwoman is always a treat. Wow. Check out this sequence here. Man, I just love that. That spot red just pops right in the middle of the page. All right, so I don't know how many people are still in the stream. We actually have an art claim coming up, a little mini art claim. So those who've checked out early are gonna miss out on that, but I totally understand it's late. I get it. Don't watch unless you're able to. But those who have hung around, we are gonna do a quick art claim after this Riley Rossmo art show. Okay, this is what I've been waiting for. A patented Riley Rossmo double page splash. The last issue didn't have one. This one does, and it is typically awesome. Wow, and here we have the Verdict making an appearance. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, Riley. Hope everyone enjoyed the Riley Rossmo show. I mean, he deserves all the success he's been getting. He's definitely earned it. All right, hang on just 1 second while I go get the art. I had some small art pieces, but they're over there. Did you see them? Okay, never mind. They're here. Right. Yeah, they gotta be on there. All right. Go ahead and zoom in again.
All right.
Let's see. Anybody have any questions or comments in the chat? Love the Usagi. Awesome Usagi. I think JL probably checked out. Good night, Jeffrey. Thanks again. Sketches are all great. Yep, love the start contract of red and black. Okay. All right. Rorschach 3000 asks, how does the art claim work? Well, I don't have you guys just type in claim one or type in a phrase you guys already know, because everyone's got it loaded up and people will hit it or change their mind or not mean to hit it, and there'll be false claims. When I ask you to type in something specifically, you have to make a real conscious effort to type it in and hit return, so there's no, oh, I hit that by accident, unlikely. So we do it a little differently. So what this is going to be just a quick little art claim. And this was going to be our follow-up, our last event for San Diego FelixCon 2022. I just have not been able to get to it because we have been that busy. And the last event was going to be an art claim of cool sketches. Our first event for our week-long San Diego FelixCon or New York FelixCon is always we start off with sketches. So this is a second chance at sketches because they always sell out. And let's take a look at the first one tonight. And it is this sketch of Lopper by Andrew Mclean. And it's a quickie, but it's all original. And the best part about this is it's free. It's absolutely free. But to the person who can answer this question correctly, how many editions of San Diego FelixCon have there been? Or you can also type in the first year. What year was the very first San Diego FelixCon? You get that right and you will win this Lopper sketch by Andrew Mclean. Let's see. J-Mac with 3. J-Mac, a double winner tonight. Congrats, J-Mac. We got 3 from Under Venable, 2 from Stacey Long. Wrong. DC Heavy Metal, 2. Mike Reps, 3 editions. Good job. Richard Franklin, 6. Ian St. 5. No, we have not been doing San Diego FelixCon that long. First San Diego FelixCon was 2020. And we did it because there was no San Diego Comic-Con that year because of the pandemic. So we wanted to do an at-home edition. And it was such, it was so well received, such a huge success. We've done it every year since. And so that means there have been 3, 2020, 2021, and this year's edition, 2022. So congrats to J-Mac. You won a freebie, but that gets us started. Second sketch will be one I just showed. It is this color pencil Catwoman by Rossmo. And this cool drawing, and it's completely finished, you can see, you can have for $40. $40 will get you this awesome finished Rossmo penciled Catwoman, color pencil Catwoman. So, the trivia question you have to answer is, we have San Diego FelixCon in the summer. What is the fall edition of our online art event called? What show do we tie that into? Let's see if you guys know. I'm even talking about it. It's DC Patrol with the New York, Stacey Dong with the New York FelixCon. Yeah, so that is correct. DC Patrol, I'm sorry, NY's not enough. We're going to give it to Stacey DeLong, New York FelixCon. That's correct. That is our fall edition. We are gearing for one this year. Not 100% sure it's going to happen. I hope it's going to happen, but just keep following us via on our newsletter. We'll announce it. New York Felix Con, and New York Comic Con's coming right up. It's just like 6 more weeks. But yeah, New York Felix Con, and the first person to get that NYFC is Stacy Long. Correct. Congrats, Stacy. That is correct. All right, the next piece is this cool Hellboy that I had the artist do for me at San Diego this year. And this is $100, 6x9 Hellboy bust by an artist who has become supernova hot. And all you got to tell me is who this artist is. If you can type in who the artist is, you will win this for $100. Anybody get this? Chuck Arnold jumped right in with Andrade. Mike Situ with Andrade. Hunter Venable with Felipe. I would have accepted that. Richard Franklin with Andrade. Very good, guys. Max Mahado with Nick Klein. No, Nick. This is not Nick Klein, and also Nick was not at San Diego, but thank you for trying. Congrats to Chuck Arnold. Write me. You just won a Felipe Andrade Hellboy bust for $100. Really good deal. If you know what his commissions have been going for, that is a heck of a deal. Okay, so I told you this is a little mini claim show. We just have one piece left, and this is not going to be claimed. This is going to be auctioned. And the auction will end when it's open-ended. I'll accept bids until it looks like we've hit our limit. But it's a big one, and it is DWJ. Again, celebrating, let's call this DWJ Day, thanks to our 100% double sellout of Duo Powerbomb issue number 2 and Duo Powerbomb number 3 today. We have this 6x9 Wolverine, and we are going to start bidding at $400. Start bidding at $400. If you know what his stuff's been going for, I think that's a pretty good deal. Really nicely drawn, detailed Weapon X by Daniel Warren Johnson. So we have 100, 200, 300. It's going to get there anyway. I really want bid to be starting at 400. Maybe 400 will even take it. But if nobody wants to bid 400, that's okay too. I will hang on to it. Jackson Pollock with a 420.69. Max Machado, any relation to Manny with 400. Well, Jackson Pollock, you're in the lead. I'm going to leave it at that. Anybody want to outbid Jackson, you are welcome to. Show it closer to the camera. I'll raise it a little higher. Does this help? Take a look at it. Fully penciled and inked Weapon X by Daniel Warren Johnson. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Jackson Pollock, you are in the lead, and this could be yours. 420.69 is a number to beat. Max Machado, 425. Yeah, that, you know what? I didn't say there was any minimum increment, but that is a little dirty, but I'll take it. 425 by Max Machado. Okay. Let's move on. And okay, so the prize for this next box is the biggest prize we have ever offered. And we offered one of these prizes before. I might as well show you. If you followed Felix Comic Art Unboxing Art Show from the beginning, you know that we have offered this in the past, and nobody's won it yet. Maybe someone will win tonight. It is a page from Frank Frazetta's famous Eerie Comics werewolf story. Just absolutely gorgeous, and it is already framed. But tonight, not only will we be offering this as a prize, we're going double or nothing. 2 Frank Frazetta pages. Call them collector's proofs. but you will get a chance to win those if you can guess the next box correctly. Yeah, not bad, huh? 2 Frazettas. Ow.
Should hear it.
Thanks, man. I just tried to bend over to pick up this box and I paid the price. All right, let's take a look at this box. Who could this be? Who's gonna win the Frazetta? And by the way, it has to be in the first 3 guesses. We got Stegman, guess number 1. Pope, guess number 2. Pope, no. Patera, Huddleston, Dan Klaus, no. Sanford Green, no. Nobody got it. Sorry, nobody won the Frazettas. Yeah, if you had guessed this correctly, you would have won 2 Frazettas, but nobody got it. Yeah, nobody ever would have got it. I suck. I'm sorry, guys. All right. You never would have got this. Nobody ever would have got this. You think I would really risk 2 Frazettas? But I bet you're all curious. You didn't win the Frazetta, but you are curious who this could be. Not your usual suspects. Not your usual suspects. Oh, wow. This is the first time I've ever gotten art from this artist. So, again, you would not have guessed this person. But I am very excited to get this. And for those watching, you are in for a treat because you have never seen this art before. And this was a great packing job. This is almost Jeffrey Allen Loveworthy. Fantastic packing job here. Very well protected. You know, you can almost never have too much bubble wrap. Save the bubble wrap for when you ship books. Not ecologically perfect, but you know, you got to protect the art. You got to protect the art. All right. I'm not sure if I'm going to show you all of this, but I'll show you one piece. Whet your appetite for what's going to be a crazy art event. Let's see if any of you will recognize this. You may or may not, but oh my God, I mean, just, this is the first time I'm seeing this in person, and I'm just thrilled. Does anybody recognize that? And it's going to be glare on this thing. Let me see if I can take this up. $16.02 it is. Good job, Jason Williams. You don't get a prize, but you get a no prize. This is the cover to Neil Gaiman's 1602, which was the series he did at Marvel, one of his rare Marvel works, but it was an 8-issue limited series reimagining Marvel superheroes in the 17th century, 1602 to be exact. And the covers were done by an artist named Scott McCowan. This box came from artist Scott McCowan. And Scott uses Scratchboard. Scratchboard is this pre-coated surface that you literally scratch the image onto. There are a lot of artists who will perform this technique, but Scott is an absolute master of it. And he was handpicked by Neil and his Marvel editors to do these covers because they wanted something that was not your standard typical comic book cover. They wanted something to sort of reflect the period. Scott's specialty has been book illustrations, but he also does a lot of theater illustrations for plays and theater companies. But that's what he is most well known for. He took this job because, you know, comic books, right? And it was just so off the beaten path for him. And as it turned out, it was just a great gig because it's a prestige thing. And hey, it's Neil Gaiman. You can't go wrong. And he's done other work for Neil for his prose works. As a matter of fact, if I heard him correctly, he's working on yet another project with Neil. Again, away from comics, but this was for 1602. So this is the first time this art has been seen anywhere. It is my absolute honor and pleasure to be able to sell this art. It's going to be the covers plus the preliminary sketches that he did for them. So it's going to be quite an event. If you are a Neil Gaiman fan especially, not too many chances to get covers from him, especially if you want something from a major work like Sandman. Or look, I'm not going to say this is on the same level as Sandman, but it's pretty special. And you know what? I gotta show this one. I gotta show this one. I just, I wish I could take credit for having unearthed this, but this really just fell into my lap because Scott reached out. Scott, he knows fellow illustrators, and including Yuko, and he just saw what we were doing and appreciated it. And thanks so much, Scott. I'm gonna hold this up a little higher. I mean, look at this thing. These are, in each and every one, a freaking masterpiece. If you haven't read 1602, go ahead and make sure you get a copy. Really fun read. Really well done. And with the success of Sandman on Netflix, I mean, this seems like it should be natural. Here's another one. I mean, look, I didn't really want to show all of them. I save some of this for later. But hey, yeah, if you can zoom in, I think go ahead and zoom in on this. I mean, look at that. Can you zoom in?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, are you just behind?
You're
Okay.
still behind, yeah.
Yeah. I think I have to. I'll bring it up. I mean, that hand, that gauntlet, that glove is just unreal. Take extra care with this, Yams.
Right.
I mean, if we threw these, we made these available in an auction, it'd be crazy. But these are going to be available in a drop. These are just unreal. Okay, one more. One more. Look at this ship. We are at the almost a 2-hour mark, which is, I think, one of our longest shows, and we still have plenty to go. So let me say once again, thank you, Mr. Scott McClowan, for giving us this opportunity. It's just a real honor, and yeah, can't wait to offer these to collectors. And he does have nice sketches and pencil prelims and things. So you have an opportunity to get something from this project without breaking the bank on one of these covers, which by all rights should go for a pretty penny. Oh, and check this out. Well, you get to see what the other covers look like, at least in comic form. He includes, he sent me a copy of each book that he signed. And we're going to give these to the people who buy the covers. You'll get a signed copy of 1602, signed by cover artist Scott McCowan. Okay, cool. All right, let's move on ahead. Let me actually look through the chat. Anybody beat Max Machado's 425 on the Weapon X? I don't think so. I might call it. Last call. All right. You know what? We still got wall power. I freaking forgot the wall power. Are we gonna run out of prizes? Holy crap! I forgot the wall power. We still got. Night is young. Zoom out. Yams. Yeah, we got so many boxes to open up. I don't blame you if you guys want to check out. Don't worry about it. This is just a marathon show. Can you swing the camera around? So I'm not going to put it on the table.
Yeah.
I mean, just give everyone an idea, like this, the scale of this thing, because it's freaking huge. You know, like that's a regular size package, and look at that. Okay, put it back. That's cool. Good. And let me show you the prize before you guys start guessing. And it is another Many Deaths of Layla Starr mini print signed by our own Felipe Andrade. We got 2 of these to give away. That's the second one to give away. Let's see if anybody can get it. We got Pope, Bertram, Stevens, Jesus. It was not Jesus. Bergara, Huddleston. Marcus with a strange joke. Pope, Bertram, Moore. You guys have actually guessed this artist earlier. Shimizu. Got it. Richard Franklin, congratulations. You win. You win the Many Deaths of Layla Starr mini print signed by Felipe Andrade. Congratulations. I'm going to have to open this up off camera because it is just immense. I won't mess up anything by doing this awkward. This is, I wait to see what's in here. It's a little while since we got art from Yuko, and she's been working on a project that she's had to keep under wraps. It was top secret, and I think, I hope it's in here. I think it'll make a lot of you real happy. Because she was a perfect artist for it. Suffice it to say, Jeffrey Allen Love got an A+. So does Yuko Shimizu. This is excellent. Very well protected. Lots of layers. And this get giant sheets of foam core in here. I'm just describing it to you guys as best I can. But yeah, she did a great job with bubble wrap packed inside a box, a giant box. Pretty tricky when it's this size. Jason's a Yuko fan, so he's waiting with bated breath to see what kind of goodies we got in here. Which I'm going to pull this out. Okay. Jason did me a real solid a couple years ago. Don't worry, Jason, I don't forget. Did me a super solid, which I'm really grateful for, and it was related to Yuko. So I guess it's fitting that he's here. See this tonight.
The biggest box I've seen ever.
Okay, wow, this is so much stuff, guys. All right, let's, oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff in here. All right, hang on to that, guys. We're just gonna go a little bit at a time. Thank you all for hanging in. It was worth it because you're gonna see some cool art. And this was the project. This was I'm not sure if there's anything else in there, but this is obviously Mothra. Classic Toho era. Whenever there's a giant monster theme, I think they should always get Yuko. She did the art for the Godzilla Criterion collection, which is probably the definitive set. So naturally, she's going to do Mothra as well. And these pieces are not in any particular order, but here's one that's another fitting subject, a samurai running through a bamboo forest. The dimensions of this are, I mean, it's like, you know, elongated. I wonder what this was used for. I'll get the details from her. She is in, she's currently in Japan. Unfortunately, her father just passed, and you know, we send our condolences to Yuko. But she didn't make it in time to say goodbye, so grateful for that. You guys hear me something else? I'm not going to necessarily know what all this art is for, but you know, we'll obviously find out before we drop it. But at least you get a sneak peek of it now. Hand me that one, will you? Yeah. And you need a knife? You can take the knife. A lot of tape, guys, so a little tricky operation. Don't want to rush and have a problem. Wow, so much, so many pieces. This is looks like Alice in Wonderland. Hey, yeah, I think you can zoom in a little more. There's you can see Alice and the Cheshire Cat. Not sure what this is, but it's, as always, it's very distinctly Yuko. The Wired magazine illustration. Japanese demon. Oh, this is from Topsy Turvy, the Criterion Collection. That's cool. All right. Well, here is a secret piece that I can't show. Oh, this is huge. Yeah, this is too much. This is crazy. Oh man, I gotta show that. Hang on. Richard Franklin, you're gonna want to see this. This is cool. Just stunning. These are going to be crazy as shit. Look, again, another super long piece. Not sure what the use is for, but probably something to do with Lancome. Very cool though. And here's a piece that I think is going to be oriented this way. And you're not going to be able to see the whole thing, so I'm just going to pull it down. You can try to take it in as best you can. Golly, this is never ending, but hey, that's Unboxing Art Show on our YouTube channel. You never know what you're gonna see. Wow. Yeah. Holy smokes. This is just a protective board. I'm gonna place everything on top of that. Woohoo! That's gotta be the main Mothra piece. Yep, that's a stunner. Mothra larva. Oh, cool. For you video games fans, this is a Fortnite loading screen. This is one from the archives. And of course, this is from Quentin Tarantino's, what was this?
Grindhouse,
Yeah. No, it was Grindhouse, yeah.
Planet,
No, this is Planet Terror.
yeah, Planet Terror.
Planet Terror. Sweet. This is a t-shirt art for the Gap. Oh, book cover for The Beautiful and the Grotesque. Book cover for The Way of the Warrior. This is a book cover for a novel called Homeland, Cory Doctorow. Another version. Hey, unwritten cover, cool. We've had a bunch of these. They've all done really well. And another unwritten cover. Yuko did I think every single cover for the unwritten run She won a bunch of Eisners for it. So there you go. Unwritten, magazine illustrations, book covers, t-shirt art. It is all in here. Is that it, guys?
No. Right?
No?
Right here. Right here. Grab
Oh.
smaller.
This one?
Huge.
More big ones.
Like a couple more big ones? Wow.
And a
This is
couple of really
ridiculous,
small
guys. You know what? We're not going to save this. Yeah, don't worry about the small ones. This is plenty. Oh, this is, I can't show this. This is stuff that was like special stuff. Can't show. Sorry, guys. Well, that is it for the Yuko portion of the art show. Unbelievable. That's the most Yuko art we've ever gotten, and it was all stunning. And if you got to see it live, you can say you got to see it live. Not too many people can say that in the end. How many people we got in the chat? Wow, we still got a good sized group. Okay, we are moving along. So the next box, take my word for it, it is as big as the Yuko box. And if you checked out the group photo I took on social media, I kind of put them side by side, staggered them a little bit, but you can see they're the same size. So picture another giant box in your head, and this is going to be the prize. A signed Saga mini print, signed by our friend Brian K. Vaughan and artist co-creator Fiona Staples. I got this directly from Brian at San Diego, and specifically to give away as a gift for Unboxing Art Show, because he tunes in, he watches. And if you're in the audience, Brian, thank you. Appreciate everything you've done for us. Let's see the guesses. Robert Coleman, right off the bat with Pope. But we had Stevens right before that, but no, it's Pope. 2 guesses in, and Robert Coleman got it. Congrats, Robert. EJB with Pope, Brian Bauer with McLean, Bertram, Andrade, Green, Stevens, O'Malley, Trad Moore, DWJ, Pope. A little further down, Mike Situ with Pope. Nope, but the first Pope guest was Robert Coleman, who I believe is kind of a familiar name. I think you won something before, Robert. Will you win this Saga print signed by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples? Congratulations, Robert Coleman, because it is Paul Pope, and we're going to open that box. And our live studio audience of 1, Jason Kim, is here. He's working hard in the background, keeping the art organized. I really appreciate Jason. Did not bring you here to work, but appreciate you pitching in. Really appreciate it. I mean, Jason came in just kind of hang out. We're supposed to grab a bite afterward. Jason is hard at work keeping the art nice and safe and organized. Thank you, Jason. So what Paul did was he just took his art to FedEx, and they wrapped it up for him, and they'll always do a good job. They will. It's not great. It's certainly not Jeffrey Allen Love level, but it is at least good enough. I mean, I've never had anything packed by them that was damaged, because they know what they're doing. So if you're not great at packing art yourself, just hand it off to the pros. Let them do it. Pay a little extra, it's worth it. Oh, good Lord. This was the, oh my God, this is the most art I've ever gotten from Paul too. Holy crap. Yeah, it's a heavy box. Big heavy box. All right, and it's all big pieces. You know, Paul likes to work big. He's the original wall power guy. Even before Ian, he inspired Ian. Okay, some of this I might not be able to show. You know. You glad you came, Jason?
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yep. Sorry to tease you guys. I think some of this stuff I can't show just yet.
Oh man.
Alright, I think I can show this. And this you'll be very interested in. From his Swamp Thing story. Hope Swamp Thing. And, you might not be able to see all of it, but this definitely gives you an idea. Maybe this is a page from Batman Turning Point story, which I believe showed up in Solo. But in any case, this thing, if it's complete, we're probably going to try to sell this thing complete. Got a lot of pages in this. Yeah, a lot of Batman. I need to talk to Paul. What he plans on doing with this? What he exactly wants me to do with it. I can't take for granted necessarily that it's all going to be available, but oh my God, you're gonna like this. Hope Superman and Bizarro.
Oh man.
This is crazy package from Paul. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. All right, there's more. I'm just sorry, I cannot show this right now, but you get the idea. We are in for a treat of Pulp Hope art, and there will be a Pulp Hope drop coming soon. Okay, so that's it for the unboxing of art from our artist. The next part's going to be unboxing of my personal art for my collection. So thanks everyone for hanging in. If you want to see some art that is going to me, now's the time. But first I'm going to open up this cool little package that was sent to me by a very kind collector. I met him at Heroes. We he's bought art from me before and we emailed, but seeing him at Heroes for the first time was really excellent. That was just a really fun show overall. And let's see what he sent me. I already know what it is. You're going to see in a second. This is based on a discussion I had with them at the show. It is a copy, and he wrote me a note. He says, Felix, if anyone should have this, it should be you. Hope you enjoy. It's Stone Cold Classic. Signed, Jim D. Yeah, this is from Jim, and much appreciated, Jim. And what he sent me was a copy of Stuart Eminem's 50 Reasons to Stop Sketching at Conventions, which was his book that he put out in the mid-2000s, and we were talking about it because I've never had a copy of this. I tried to buy it from, I think I tried to buy it from 2 different vendors, and they both ran off with my money online. So after all these years, I got a copy of 50 Reasons to Stop Sketching at Conventions, courtesy of Jim D. Very much appreciated, Jim. If you follow me on social media, you know that wow, this is a beautiful little thing. I posted all 50 strips from Stewart's book, Why He Doesn't Draw at Conventions Anymore. And, you know, we could have sold it complete, but I asked people online, would you rather we sell it complete or buy the page? Because there was something like 4 strips per page. Or should we cut the pages apart and sell the strips individually? Now, I think it's kind of cool to sell the strips individually, but I personally don't like cutting the art. But the consensus by far was that we should break it up and let everyone get a chance at a strip. So there are 50 strips, and what we're going to do is we're going to pack them randomly. You're just going to get a strip, and it's going to be a set amount. You send it to me, I ship it to you, and you see what you get. I'm just going to pre-package these all up, and you're going to get a random strip, and 50 of you will have one of Stewart's 50 Reasons to Stop Sketching at Conventions strip. Sound good? Follow me on our newsletter because I'll be announcing that before the end of the year. And let's see, and Keith Becker says should totally break it up. See, everyone says we should break it up. Brian Bauer, long one tonight. It really is. I mean, think how I feel. Okay, thanks again to the very kind Jim D. All right, let's see our first package, shall we? This art comes courtesy of a fellow collector who I think is mostly out of the hobby now, so he still has a few pieces left. And he's reached out, asked me if I'd be interested, and I said, hell yes. I was really grateful that he reached out to me. So let's see what he sent. I think you guys will find this cool too. Let's take a look at the first piece. So there's 2 pieces in here. We'll take a look at the first one. And it is a piece by one of my favorite modern artists that I don't rep. It's Goran Parlov, the great Goran Parlov. I've shown his art before from my personal collection on Unboxing Art Show. And here is the latest piece. Can you zoom in, Yams?
Yeah.
And this is the cover to the trade collection of Fury, My War Gone By, which is the greatest Nick Fury comic ever. And it's right up there with Garth Ennis's best. This is the cover to the Croatian collected edition, and Croatia is Goran Parlov's home country, so it's kind of fitting. And I'm super stoked to get this. And I did say there were 2 pieces, and let's take a look at the second piece. The second piece is this cover for Matthias Vergara's Coda, his first major work, and very, very difficult to get art from Coda because Matthias just no longer lets it go. So anything that's out there is something he let go of early, and this would be one of those pieces. It is a cover, a double cover. I just asked Yams to zoom in. Of course, now I got a double piece that you can't really see, but it's okay. You get the idea. It's just a rarity. Yeah, don't worry about it, Yams. This is fine. And it's a big one. So very thankful to get the opportunity to get this Coda cover. I actually don't own very many Matthias pieces, so this is one of the big ones. And of course, this Goran Parlov Fury cover. Thank you, mystery collector. Much appreciated. All right, one more box to go. Actually, I got 2 more boxes, but we're going to open up this one. And the person who sent me this was in the audience. I don't know if they're still in the audience, but they were in the audience. It is Mr. Yo Curry, who was a panelist on our last podcast. And speaking of the Felix Comic Art Podcast, we recorded a new episode. It'll be dropping soon for you podcast fans. All right, this is from my pal Yo, and he did me a solid on this one. You're about to see in a second. And when you see this, of course, because if you know what I like, this will make a lot of sense. And Yo was set up at the New Jersey Art Show this past weekend. Saw this piece of art, let me know about it, and I said I asked him who has it for sale, because quite honestly, if it was with a certain dealer, I wouldn't want it, but it was with someone I actually like. And I asked Yo, hey, can you pick it up for me? Yo said, no problem. So, thank you, Yo. Good guy, Mr. Yo Curry. And it is a Steve Rude Nexus page. I'm a big Nexus fan, which many of you may know. I've got a lot of Nexus art in my collection, and you know, I always joke, if I had started collecting art in the 80s, I wouldn't be the guy with the John Byrne X-Men pages, or a little bit later on the Comic Farm Spider-Man art, the stuff that's worth freaking house now. I would have been buying Steve Rude Nexus pages, which really aren't worth much more than what they were then, but it's what I love. And here you go. This is from issue 6. It's got Nexus and Judah Maccabee. Great stuff. I love this early art especially. And really happy to get this. And Mike Sitchy was there and he says, I bought the other 2 pages for sale. Well, congrats, Mike. I don't know if they're from the same sequence or from the same issue, but we are collecting brothers. Brian Barrett says, all the restaurants are going to be closed by the time you're finished. Yeah, Brian, I think we're going to be hungry tonight. I probably order delivery from somewhere, DoorDash it. There you go. And once again, thank you, Yo Curry. And finally, this is a big one. It's literally, figuratively, it is a box. And this is for sure an A+ packing job. Why? Because this came from Heritage Auctions. Yes, I won something from Heritage. This arrived a while back, and I'm saving it just for unboxing art show. So you get to see with me the very first time what I won. Heritage does like crazy job with packing, really overkill, but I'm not complaining. I mean, you can look. You open it up, it's a cardboard sandwich, which in and of itself is protective enough, but they put that in a box and surround it with packing peanuts. Now, in terms of the environment, I'm not a big fan of packing peanuts, but again, I'm not going to complain because you know the art is going to arrive in pristine condition, or if it doesn't, it's got nothing to do with the packing, because the packing is superb. A+, not Jeffrey Allen style, Jeffrey Allen love style, but A+ in its own right. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Any guesses? You can zoom out a little bit, Yams. Any guesses what art this might be? I know at least a couple of you in the audience are going to know, and if you say anything, that's cheating, but it's okay if you did. Hey, Jason, you know what this is?
I know what it is.
Jason knows what it is. I might have spilled the beans to Jason.
let's see.
Are you impressed that I held back from opening this for so long? It just sat in my pile of boxes.
Oh yeah?
I didn't open it. Look, I'm opening it now. The first time I'm opening it, you're seeing it.
You have too much art. That's clearly the reason.
Okay. Let's see, you guys got some guesses actually. J-Mac guesses the Mike Secret Wars page. No, J-Mac, I opened that one up already. I didn't say that for the show. All right. Someone, I think it might have been Chuck Arnold, for the Scott McCallum box that none of you would have gotten, said it might be Dan Clowes. Well, that wasn't then, but it is now. This is a Dan Clowes page. A very famous one-pager if you're a Dan Clowes fan, called Ink Studs. And this, for me, is just about the most perfect Dan Clowes example I could ever hope to get. I had to pay for it, you know, if you... Nothing's cheap, but this one I went to the mat for. And it's... I love this period of 8-Ball of Clowes' art. I love this kind of, this kind of humor, and it's just so sad and pathetic, but in that perfect Clowesian way. So you have this cartoonist here, and it is, if you know Clowes, it's a little self-portrait. So the word bubble says, "Why is it that guys in rock bands get girls and cartoonists don't? Both assert their masculinity through the use of obvious phallic extensions, yet only those guitar-plucking creeps seem to score with the chicks. Partly to blame, I suppose, is the term cartoonist, which brings to mind a dull, benign, socially inept square. This is why there are those among us who reject this term and dare answer to a new name. We are the Ink Studs." And this is just, again, this is so pathetic. If you play out the metaphor, Mr. Rockstar is a loutish, vulgar sort who will roughly and ineptly strum his instrument with brain-numbing repetitiveness. He is concerned only with self-gratification and seldom performs for very long. Very suggestive. He is a weak, sad little man hiding behind a wall of noise and feigned surliness. The Ink Stud, however, is knowledgeable and patient. He is willing to spend hours lavishing attention on every detail, employing a dizzying array of strokes, from the bold and direct to the masterfully precise. He is a passionate stylist whose every touch is firm, confident, expertly skilled. So wise up, ladies. Grab that long-haired, fender-bending, three-chord Romeo by his leather pants and give him the heave-ho. It's time to find yourself a cartoon Casanova. Gals everywhere are doing it. Don't be a chump. And the lady says, "Come to think of it, I'll take an Ink Stud." So yeah, there you go. Dan Clowes' one-page masterpiece, Ink Studs. Very, very thrilled to own this. This is my big piece for the year. But the next piece is a very nice bonus, which I have to, again, thank Yo Curry for. And guess what? That brings us to the end of our show. And as you know, our tradition is we always have one last prize where anybody can win. You don't have to guess. You just have to have participated in the audience, left a comment, because Yams has been in the back collecting names. He's entered them into a randomizer. And what is the prize? Well, the prize is a Felix Comic Art wireless charger. If you missed out before because you weren't a Lou Family Fund donor, you get a chance to win this one. Even better, this is a rarity. This is one that's not signed by an amazing artist, but signed by me. Yes, I'm going to ruin this now and sign it. So there you go, signed by me. Hey Yams, why don't you put your sig on this too? Signed by me and Yams. Oh, who's going to be the lucky winner? This is the only double signed Felix Comic Art wireless charger / coaster by me and Yams. So who's going to win? We opened, like, I'm not.
14
So basically what we used to do is we'd spin the wheel by how many boxes we opened. This is no way. There's too many. We're going to do this one and we'll be done. It's been a long show. We're going to call it a night. So let's see. Can everyone see? We're going to spin once.
Everybody's name's in there.
Yep. And here we go.
Absurd 13.
Absurd 13. Absurd 13. We rolled it. You won. Congratulations. Signed, double signed by Yams and Felix. The best prize ever. No, the worst prize ever, but it doesn't matter. It's free. And you got it. And thank you everyone for staying up with us on a Friday evening. You're all ink studs to me. And we'll see you next time.
All right, that's it. Signing out.